let's start with quarterback, top five.
So I got Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and then Kyler Murray. So pretty straightforward this week.
Yeah, same for me. Allen, Hurts, Jackson, Burrow, Murray. So let's jump right into who you high on.
I'm actually high on Sam Ellinger. I was super excited once I saw the news that Matt Ryan was getting benched. I knew what that meant. I knew it was going to be Ellinger, not Nick Foles getting the start. But Ellinger, he looked really good in the preseason. He has a ton of rushing upside too. He ran the ball 6 times for 71 yards in the preseason. The Commanders are a pass funnel defense, so this is a good spot for him as well. They rank 29th in DVOA against the pass, 4th against the run. I like his weapons right now. Heading into the season, the Colts depth chart didn't look too good, but with Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell healthy, playing closer to the potential we knew he had, and Alec Pierce at his disposal, I think Ellinger is a sneaky mid-range QB too. So I have him as my QB 19, which feels low, honestly. If anything, his rank's going to go up. And consensus is QB 28. Obviously,
yeah, right.
Yeah,
RB.
he's essentially like a Taysom Hill kind of guy. But the consensus will obviously be much closer to the top 20 by the end of the week. But either way, I'm going to try to be higher on Ellinger. And then Derek Carr, real quick, I have him QB 9. The consensus has him QB 12. The Raiders have the 6th highest team total this week. Obviously, that could mean plenty of Josh Jacobs touchdowns, but I think Carr has a good game here. Even if Marshawn Lattimore returns, the Saints have been crushed by opposing wide receiver 1. So I think this could be a big Devontae Adams game. Plus, Carr could get Darren Waller back. And, I mean, we kind of hinted at this early in the season, but Mac Hollins has been a sneaky good weapon for Derek Carr. So that's been a pleasant surprise. So I like Derek Carr as a top 10 quarterback this week.
Yep, I have him QB 9, so I'm right there with you. So these are my initial rankings. So
I love it.
Yeah, so last week we had some hits. We had Josh Jacobs number 1, and where did we end up? Josh Jacobs number 1. Yep. So I'll just let you know that I have Sam Ellinger QB 10.
Right. Oh, now. I love it. You know what? I'm jealous because, like I said, I'm probably way too low with him at QB 19. What is fueling that? What do you have for his rushing yards? Is that what's
so I have his rushing yards at, let's see. Yeah, I have about 28 rushing yards, about 0.2 rushing touchdowns, because he scrambles. I have his scramble rate set at about 10%, which is like Jalen Hurts is at 11%, Daniel Jones is at 12%. So he's essentially, of all the quarterbacks, he's one of the most likely quarterbacks to scramble when he drops back. So, I think that's in against Washington, this defense, it is a good run defense. So I don't know if they can just slam everyone into the tackles. They might have to get creative with some quarterback keepers and things like that as well. Obviously, they have a plan if they're going to just throw them in here. Yeah. So love these mobile quarterbacks. I guess Sam Ellinger would qualify as the guy I'm highest. And I'm also higher on Justin Fields. He's the QB 19 in consensus. I have him QB 14 against this Dallas defense. They're playing a ton of zone. They get a lot of pressure, but I think that just means Justin Fields is going to run and scramble a lot against this defense. So you're not going to expect much through the air, but I still have him as a top 15 quarterback because I have him projected for a little over 50 rushing yards. He was amazing on Monday Night Football, running with the football against a really tough Belichick defense. I mean, I think what was the stat? Like only 3, year 1 or year 2 quarterbacks had ever won in Foxborough on the road or something like that. So he gets a little bump for that performance against the Patriots.
Yeah, I've had Fields too low. Right now he's QB 20, but they've been throwing it a lot more, and plus he's going to get some deep shots every now and again. So yeah, he's trending up. I'll probably be closer to your rank by the end of the week.
And one more is that Daniel Jones I have up in at QB 7 right now against Seattle.
QB 7, nice.
Yeah, so he's the QB 11. So essentially, all the quarterbacks that run, I say this every week, because passing is down league wide, right? Like. Yep. It's passing touchdowns are way down, passing numbers are way down. So these rushing quarterbacks, they're a little more volatile, but they're just so valuable right now because a lot of even the guys we expect are not throwing the ball, like we thought they would be, or at least producing like we thought they would be. So who you want?
Aaron Rodgers against the Bills. He's my QB 27. Which seems crazy to say. Consensus has him QB 15, which is kind of bizarre. But he's been, really struggling. This whole offense has been struggling. The wide receiver depth chart was already an issue heading into the season, but it's been just, dealing with injury after injury. Rodgers lost one of his top targets, Randall Cobb, a couple weeks ago. Now it looks like Alan Lazard is hurt. He was seen wearing a sling, so he looks really iffy for this week. Christian Watson, I mean, he was their second round pick. He just can't stay healthy. So this is a tough spot. And, Rodgers could benefit from a, negative game script. He could be forced to throw quite a bit here, but, he's going up against the top defense in football in the Buffalo Bills. So this is just, a guy I'm staying away from unless you're in a 2 QB super flex league. But as of now, he's outside my top 25.
Yeah, it's I have him QB 20, so I don't have him quite that low. I mean, I think they'll still have to pass a ton, even if it's in kind of garbage time. But yeah, I agree. You can't be starting Aaron Rodgers this week. Another guy I'm low on right now is Geno Smith. I just think that loss of DK Metcalf, they're gonna try to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. Marquise Goodwin had the game of his life against Seattle. I don't think that's going to be repeatable on a week-to-week basis, but they have a really good back now, obviously, in Kenneth Walker III. So I still think Geno will be fairly efficient, but the Giants are one of those teams you kind of play and you don't necessarily need to throw it all over the yard against them. Their run defense has been struggling. So I got Geno as QB 15. He's QB 10 in consensus, but I try to find someone else just because we don't really know how it's going to look with a full game without Metcalf. And, the Giants, when it's just one receiver to take out, they have Adoree Jackson. They're very well schemed. So I think things could get kind of ugly for Geno and that Seattle passing offense this week.
What do you mean the Seahawks have a really good running back now? Is that Rashad Penny slander?
I mean, Kenneth Walker is going to step up on even Rashad Penny. I mean, but no, I mean, earlier in the year, it was kind of like they were mixing in a lot of guys. Penny was still the lead back, but this Kenneth Walker dude, I mean, it's just like, you're seeing their running volume increase week to week, just the more Kenneth Walker plays. So I just think against this defense, especially, I just think they keep it on the ground a lot. All right. You
got the quarterback prop, and how do we do last week?
You went 2-0, I went 1-1. So you're
I'm up by 3 now.
Either 2 or 3. Let's see. I don't know. I think it's 2. I think you're up 1, and then it's a weird thing because there was a couple. I think 1 or 2 of them got
And then we gave you the tie on one of them because you got the prop within a half yard or something. So we gave you the tiebreaker there. If we tie at the end of the year, you win. But as of now, I'm up 2. So what do you got for the QB prop?
Let's go with Sam Ehlinger total rushing, passing and rushing.
Oh, okay.
Let's go with 225.5.
Over.
Okay.
I wrote down 235.5, so over barely.